Coldplay is back on the global stage, and this time the headlines are bigger than ever. London's Wembley Stadium, the colossal venue that has witnessed decades of music history, is set to host not just one, not two, but 10 massive Coldplay concerts in 2025. Yes, 10 unforgettable nights scheduled for August 22nd, 23, 26, 27, 30, 31, and September 3rd, 4, 7, and 8, 2025. A historic run that is already breaking records before the first note has even been played. But the real twist? The growing rumor that Dakota Johnson, Hollywood star and Chris Martin's longtime partner, may be spotted in the crowd, or even play a surprise role in the shows. Picture this: a sea of lights shimmering under the London night sky, the roar of nearly 90,000 fans rising like a tidal wave, and Chris Martin stepping into the spotlight with that unmistakable grin. It's the kind of moment that makes history, and yet, fans can't stop asking one burning question: will Dakota Johnson be there? Stick around, because this story is far from just another concert announcement. Like, comment, and share right now, because what you're about to hear could be one of the biggest entertainment bombshells of the year. 10 nights at Wembley is no ordinary feat. The stadium itself can hold more than 90,000 people per show. Multiply that by 10, and you get close to 1 million attendees in just 3 weeks. That staggering figure instantly cements Coldplay's residency as one of the most ambitious and iconic concert series in modern music history. Tickets vanished in minutes, sending fans into frenzy, crashing ticketing websites, and creating a global scramble for resale passes. But along with that ticket madness came whispers, theories, and the irresistible possibility that this run of shows may hold something truly unexpected. And at the center of those whispers? Dakota Johnson. The 50 Shades of Grey star has been romantically linked to Chris Martin for years, yet the couple has famously kept their relationship under wraps. Their rare public appearances together have always set tabloids ablaze, sparking speculation and fan hysteria. Now, with Coldplay preparing for this monumental Wembley residency, the buzz is deafening. Will Dakota Johnson quietly slip into the VIP section of the stadium, or, dare we imagine, step onto the stage in front of 90,000 screaming fans? Insiders close to the Coldplay production team have reportedly teased the presence of special guests across the 10-night run. But the question remains, who? Some fans are convinced it's Dakota. Others believe the surprise might come in the form of a musical guest. Names like Adele, Beyoncé, and Harry Styles have been floated in fan circles. The uncertainty has only fueled the frenzy, with hashtags like #Coldplay Wembley 2025 and #Dakota@Coldplay climbing trending charts across platforms. The suspense has created a kind of global countdown clock, with millions glued to every hint and every rumor. Let's pause and paint the picture. Opening night, August 22nd, 2025. Wembley Stadium is vibrating with energy as wristband LEDs pulse in sync with the music, a rainbow sea that has become Coldplay's signature. Chris Martin launches into the first song of the night, his voice soaring through the summer air. Fireworks ignite the skyline. Cameras pan across the crowd, capturing tears, laughter, and unrestrained joy. Then, a cut to the VIP box. A brunette figure, wearing dark glasses, offers the faintest smile while trying to remain unnoticed. Social media erupts instantly. That's Dakota Johnson. She's here. If this scenario plays out, the Coldplay Wembley concerts will become more than a music event. They will become a pop culture phenomenon. But the story doesn't end there. Midway through the residency, new rumors emerge. A jaw-dropping collaboration is in the works. Could Coldplay be planning a once-in-a-lifetime duet? Fans theorize everything from Beyoncé appearing for a soaring anthem, to Adele joining for an emotional ballad, to Harry Styles electrifying the stage with a surprise crossover. Pair that with the idea of Dakota Johnson in the crowd, and you have the recipe for one of the most iconic concert experiences of all time. Here's your pattern interrupt. Imagine the cameras zoom in on Chris Martin mid-performance. His face glistens under the spotlight, the music slows, the stadium goes silent. Then suddenly, boom, the tempo explodes back to life with a burst of fireworks, confetti filling the air. Visuals like these don't just elevate the concert, they lock millions of eyes to the screen. This is the kind of spectacle where even the rumors, even the mere suggestion of Dakota Johnson's presence, fuel the fire of global fascination. By the time late August rolls into September, London is transformed into Coldplay City. Hotels are fully booked, ticket resale prices skyrocket into the thousands of pounds, and Wembley's surrounding neighborhoods thrum with fans in Coldplay merch. Local pubs, cafes, and streets are flooded with international visitors, creating a festival-like atmosphere in the heart of the UK. Media outlets from around the world descend on London, ready to broadcast every detail. Paparazzi swarm the stadium entrances, hoping to catch even a single frame of Dakota arriving. The anticipation is unbearable, and then comes the grand finale, September 8, 2025, the last night. The final show. A million questions hang in the air. Will Chris Martin dedicate a song directly to Dakota, with cameras catching her reaction live on the big screens? Will a legendary guest step onto the stage for a once-in-a-generation duet? Or will the entire event culminate in Coldplay unveiling a new song, creating a memory that will never fade? The suspense reaches its peak, and the payoff is inevitable. Whatever happens, the Wembley 2025 concerts are destined to become more than performances. Their history in the making. In the end, whether Dakota Johnson quietly slips into the stands, appears on screen, or even walks onto the stage, one thing is certain: the rumor itself has already made these concerts unforgettable. Coldplay's 10 nights at Wembley Stadium are not just about music, they are about story, spectacle, drama, and the unquenchable human desire to witness something extraordinary. Dakota Johnson's name hovers like a question mark over the entire residency, the very heartbeat of the global intrigue surrounding these shows. So mark your calendars: August 22nd, 23, 26, 27, 30, 31, and September 3rd, 4, 7, and 8, 2025. London. Wembley Stadium. Coldplay. Possibly Dakota Johnson. This is the story the world is waiting for. Don't just watch from the sidelines, be part of it. Hit like, share this story, and drop your prediction in the comments. Will Dakota Johnson appear at Coldplay's historic Wembley concerts? The countdown has begun, and the world is holding its breath. Let's dig deeper into why these Wembley concerts are unlike anything the world has ever seen. Coldplay has performed at Wembley before, most recently during their Music of the Spheres tour, where they sold out 4 consecutive nights in 2022. That alone was monumental. But 10 nights? 10? That's an achievement on a different scale entirely. Very few artists in history have managed to command such a run at one of the most legendary venues in the world. Coldplay is stepping into a category reserved only for the absolute giants of live performance. Think of Queen, think of Michael Jackson, think of U2. Now, add Coldplay to that list, but bigger, because no one else has locked in this many Wembley dates in a single stretch, and with that history-making feat comes even more attention on every detail. Fans aren't just traveling from across the UK. They're flying in from Seoul, from Sao Paulo, from Sydney, from Los Angeles. For some, this concert isn't just an event, it's a pilgrimage. Social media is already filled with travel vlogs, ticket hauls, and people showing off their customized Coldplay outfits for the shows. Wembley is about to become a global melting pot, where languages, cultures, and flags collide under one single anthem, Coldplay's music. Now imagine this melting pot colliding with Hollywood glamour. Because when you add Dakota Johnson into the equation, the story transforms. She's not just an actress, she's part of a Hollywood dynasty, the daughter of Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, and the granddaughter of Tippi Hedren. Her presence at Wembley would blend the worlds of cinema, fashion, and music in one dazzling spectacle. The cameras would find her, the tabloids would explode, and suddenly the concert is no longer just about Coldplay, it's about Coldplay and Dakota Johnson, about love and art crossing paths on one of the biggest stages in the world. But here's where the intrigue deepens. Chris Martin has been known to weave personal stories into his live shows. Over the years, He has changed lyrics, improvised speeches, and even brought unexpected guests to the stage to mark special occasions. Could 2025's Wembley run be the moment where he acknowledges Dakota in front of millions, either through a song or a visual tribute? Some fans are convinced that if it happens, it will be during Yellow or Fix You, two of Coldplay's most emotional tracks. Just picture the crowd falling silent, the stadium glowing gold, and Chris looking up at the VIP box before dedicating a song. The internet would break in real time. This anticipation has created a secondary economy around the concerts. Influencers are already planning live streams, TikTok edits, and behind-the-scenes coverage. News outlets are preparing instant articles, with headlines ready to drop the moment Dakota is confirmed in attendance. Even betting sites in the UK have reportedly opened odds on whether or not she'll be spotted at Wembley. It's become bigger than music. It's become a cultural phenomenon, where rumor and reality blur. Let's not forget the emotional gravity here. For many fans, Coldplay songs are deeply personal. They've been played at weddings, funerals, graduations, and breakups. Their music carries meaning that transcends generations. So when Wembley lights up with Viva La Vida, or when tens of thousands sing The Scientist in unison, it's not just a concert, it's catharsis. To add Dakota Johnson, a woman who has inspired millions through her acting career, into that context? It's storytelling on a mythic scale. The human drama woven into the music makes these nights unforgettable, whether or not she ever steps into the frame. And let's not underestimate the scale of production. Coldplay is famous for their groundbreaking visuals, laser shows, giant holograms, glowing orbs, and sustainable pyrotechnics. The Wembley 2025 concerts are rumored to include brand new stage technology, with 360-degree LED visuals and drone choreography that will turn the London skyline into part of the show itself. The spectacle alone guarantees headlines. Add the possibility of a surprise appearance by Dakota Johnson, and suddenly you have the most talked about concert series of the decade. By the final nights in early September, the tension will be unbearable. Fans will scour every corner of Wembley, every VIP lounge, every passing shadow for signs of Dakota. Some will zoom in on blurry photos, others will dissect TikTok clips frame by frame. Was that her? Did she just walk past? The mystery itself fuels the narrative, making every night feel like part of a suspenseful series. And when September 8, 2025 arrives, the grand finale, the world will be tuned in. Either Dakota Johnson appears and the internet implodes, or she doesn't and the unanswered question itself becomes legend. One way or another, Coldplay's 10-night Wembley run is destined to go down in history. It's not just about songs, or even about fans, it's about the merging of art, rumor, love, and spectacle into something larger than life. It's about the possibility that the biggest rock band in the world and one of Hollywood's brightest stars might share a moment that will echo far beyond London. So here's the takeaway: August 22nd through September 8, 2025. 10 nights. Wembley Stadium. Nearly 1 million fans. Coldplay at the peak of their powers. And the haunting, irresistible question: will Dakota Johnson be there? The only way to know for sure is to watch, to wait, and to be part of the story as it unfolds. Don't miss your chance to witness history. Like this, share this, and drop your guess in the comments. Because when the lights go down in Wembley, and the first chords ring out, the world will be watching. And you'll want to say, "I was there."